like you're the first player to ever score a hat-trick on your 40th birthday.
I didn't know that. Charlton have come in for me apparently. My manager's telling me I'm going to Charlton Mondays. I did not know what Iron Apple was.
How you do?
Our group for Europa League was nuts. Borussia Mönchengladbach, Fenerbahce, Marseille. The conference is hard. Would you consider going to China?
Daddy's going to be home soon, son, and we're going to be good.
The aspiration is to play at Wembley in this country. I'm going to prove them wrong. Watch. I'm going to play for Ghana one day. You watch. I'm going to play for Ghana. Watch.
Hello and welcome back to Playmakers episode 11. Myself, V10, the host. And this is the platform that obviously brings you grassroots, non-league, Sunday league, anything that's worth talking about in the sports world. Stop the video right now, like and subscribe. Thanks for your support for all the latest videos. And with me, I have, as always...
It's your boy Joe Proctor. And to my left...
Danny Bassett.
Not Lone Saint?
No, not Lone Saint today. Danny Bassett. Serious one.
Serious one. Okay, obviously, we've brought you a couple of guest appearances, and because you guys have been supporting, we've got another one, a very special one. We have Mr. Goals Never Done. We have Dicko, obviously ex-pro, non-league legend. It's Chris Dickson.
Yay!
Big love.
Appreciate your time, man. How's your day been?
Yeah,
That was a deep breath.
It's like every day. It's like every day. Every day is a working day. Every day is football though. Every day is football. Still football. It's mad.
I respect it.
Yeah, bro.
And just for the viewers at home,
How many years?
how many years of football is that?
23 from semi-pro to pro to semi-pro again.
So from age...
17?
17, 16, 17, yeah.
So doing the maths at 23 makes... Okay. Just know what I mean.
Just doing the maths.
Yes, I'm 40.
Well, guess what? You don't look it, brother.
Don't look 40.
Wow.
At all.
I had to get a quick 0.2 today. Still can't lie. Still, man, I had to freshen up still. But no. Yeah, listen. As long as the legs keep going.
And obviously...
Sorry, go on.
No, go on.
I just want to say, in all them years, you've never lost passion for football. Like
Do
the
you know
love.
what? It's not even a passion thing for football itself. Obviously, listen, I like the game, but I have to have a why. And my why has always been that I love scoring goals. And that's always been my why. And until I stop doing that, keep going.
Yes.
Obviously, we're going to go back into how you got into the game and whatnot, but more recently, just get this out of the way. Obviously, your team Horsham played against any team Lewis. What was your thoughts on that game? How did that go? I know obviously Horsham won 2-0.
2-0.
Well, I only played like 15 minutes. So, but obviously, yeah, I mean, we're on a good run, innit? We're on a very good run. And I preempted that we were going to win the game, if I'm honest. But I didn't actually know I wasn't starting. So I was like, I'm not starting. Okay, cool. But obviously, yeah, Bass was on the other team and he played really well. I'll be honest with you, he played really well. But obviously we came up trumps, 2-0 win. On to the next one.
Yeah. So promotion.
I hate this. He said on to the next one, just another one. That's mad. Oh.
But to be fair, a few weeks ago, you was doing just some bums. It's a nice system.
Yeah, there's still some bums.
Horsham.
Most of the teams are bums, bro.
Horsham?
Am I wrong?
Nah, we're not bums, bro.
No, I said most of the teams are bums.
Bro, like, obviously,
Horsham
we brought a lot of flavour into the team this year. So I'm saying, obviously, they've always been a good team.
Be honest.
And over the years, they've always been a team that's always been in the mix.
Horsham's a good team.
And always a good passing team.
Yeah.
I even said to the manager, I've always loved playing against them because I always felt that was like a little bit of a softer image to them. So I'm saying, and obviously, this year, obviously, a couple of brothers have come through and obviously... put a bit of flavour into the team. And with what they've got already, it's a good mix and long may it continue.
I hear you.
They were good still.
Just given obviously your experience in non-league, like would you say like the step-free football now is like higher or lower than what you would have known it to in the past, just in terms of the level of the teams in it?
So obviously I've been back, 7 years now? So in those years, I feel like the level's probably gone down a little bit.
Okay.
The physicality is still the same, but maybe the quality of football isn't as good as it was when I first came. So when I first came back, obviously I went straight to conference, and then I went to Conference South, and then I've gone into step 3. And with step 3, I feel like, yeah, it's competitive. It's still very, very competitive. And everyone obviously has a love for it. But I feel like a lot of players do it as a release therapy. So obviously, listen, you got everyday jobs. I'm saying everyone's doing their 9 to 5s during the weekend. That's obviously football's a release. Football's a release where you can just go and enjoy yourself and be a kid again and have fun. Whereas obviously the higher ups, it's a business. At the end of the day, it's their business, and if you sink their business, they're gonna get rid of you. So the level of football I think has probably come down a little bit, but the passion still remains.
Okay, no worries. And obviously you're tipping Horsham to get promotion from this league this year. Who would you tip alongside yourselves then?
I mean, only one can go up. So we're obviously, I'll say it straight, we're looking for promotion automatic. We're looking to win the league. Alongside us, I think Dartford are the dark horses.
Yeah?
I think Dartford are the team that everyone's not really paying much attention to. Cray Valley are the team that you expect. You didn't expect. And I think, I don't know, I think they might peter off. Billericay, you expected to be up there. And Dover, you expected to be up there. But I think Dartford are the dark horses.
No expectations for Lewis?
I mean, they started well. They're throwing so much shade in it. But listen, they started really well. But we always knew, and my experience in this league is there's always a pace setter. And unless you've got a team of men like Hornchurch had last year, then you're going to have a pace setter that's going to set the pace. And I just knew at some point, without the experience in that team, they were going to drop down. And obviously there's a mid-table pace setter, Dover. They're doing their thing, and they're still up there. And then we'll see who comes through at the end, innit? So I'm saying, to the finish line.
No, it's interesting though, because obviously go back like 3 or 4 weeks, the league looked completely different to what it does now. So it shows you how quickly things can change.
100%. I mean, listen, beginning of December, we were talking about getting rid of players, and like we were so focused on cups and stuff like that the league was just, we were looking at games in hand thinking, we're like 17th or something. And even the games in hand, we weren't even winning them. So I was like, wow, where are we going to end up? And listen, we've gone on an amazing run. And like I said, long may it continue.
Yeah. And that's what it takes really sometimes, is that little bit of a run.
That's
and then
it.
Get your toes up. Quickly before we go into your career, because obviously I want to go back to the beginning, but did you know, like, just a fun fact, like you're the first player to ever score a hat-trick on your 40th birthday?
I didn't know that. I think you mentioned
he's the first player to ever score a hat-trick on his 40th.
Any level?
Apparently, this is what Google and Wikipedia are saying. So
does that go in the Guinness
accolades?
Still,
it might be old side.
That might be old side still. So pay me. I didn't know that. That was a wild day. Very wild day in regards to the fact that I woke up and I remember just like speaking to my son. Bro, it was emotional. I had an emotional morning, bro. A real emotional morning. Like my son came down and gave me a card, and what he wrote in the card, I was just thinking, this is mad. Like my son's 13, and I'm looking thinking this little boy that just could only say 3 words like years and years ago is now writing full-blown sentences. Wow. Full-blown sentences and all giant up writing and all eloquent and that. I'm like, where's this diction coming from? So it started off really emotional, and then obviously, the day ended on a high, ended really well. Obviously, I did it again. I didn't even think I was going to start that game because we played on Boxing Day. Why UK doesn't do a winter break, I'll never know. But anyway, obviously after Boxing Day, we went into that game, and the manager literally pulled me and said, like, I don't know if I should start you because 2 games in succession so quickly, but you're a kind of guy that loves a story, and I feel like there's a story here. And literally, the story unfolded. And like I said, I think after the first one, it was kind of early, so I thought, maybe. But the second one was when I knew I was going to get the high, because the second one was an easy tap in. Ola went down the wing, crossed it in, and I just tapped in. And then the third one's funny because actually I was looking at the bench, and I was saying, I see the Shamir getting ready to come on. I said, and I picked up the ball from a 25 yards. I said, nah, I'm letting off because I'm coming off. And I just banged it and it just went top bins. And I was like, and then managers took me off straight away. But yeah, and then 40 hat trick. Happy birthday.
Round of applause for that still. We love that.
Can I ask you a question, yeah? Genuinely, yeah. You see when you score 1 goal, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you always want to score a second?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I like that question.
I've like I said, that's my drive. I've got a hunger for more. So I mean, listen, if it's in the 90th minute, it's a winner. Then done in it. But throughout the game, especially, I always have regimented times where I think I know I'm going to score. So like the first 15 and the last 15 of the first half, and the first 15 in the second half, or the last 15 in the second half. in between part, anything could happen because a lot of teams come out and they press and they for the first 15, and I'm thinking, wow, there's a mistake here. That middle 15, everyone settles down, and then it's like, oh gosh, okay, you gotta try and grind it out. And then last 15, people start getting tired, switch off. So I always want to score. Always want to score. For me, it's if I come off, obviously I came off after scoring 2 against Hendon. Inside, I was a bit vexed, but I know he did it for a reason. Obviously, I've just come back from injury and that. So
low key, because you want to get on the mic and do.
Hey, listen. Once I score 1, and I know, well, with our team, it's now become a little pattern that when I score, we win. So once I score, everyone knows what time it is in the changing room afterwards. Get the speaker on. Let's get goals never done going.
Let's go back to the beginning. Obviously, I know that early days you was at Erith and Belvedere, Dulwich Hamlets. That's kind of like where you got your non-league reputation. But a bit before that, what was your entry level into football? Because I think I was doing research on you, obviously.
Yeah.
And you kind of put yourself as an entertainer first more than a footballer, which is interesting.
Wow. That's the
Do you know what I mean?
Dex research.
Yeah.
So I went to Performing Arts College, the Brit School.
Yeah.
Obviously, Adele's been there, Amy Winehouse, Bashi as well. But I was always a performer. And I kind of see football as that. It's entertainment, and I want to put on a show.
Yeah.
So that's probably transcended into my football.
No, I found that interesting because you was never really, this is your own words, you was never really the footballer trying to make it pro. You was a footballer that was just enjoying playing football and leaving impressions with people that watch you.
So like I said, I've always been a performer. So anywhere, whether it be football, on a stage, whatever, I just wanted people to leave remembering, remember that Chris Dickson? He was a good singer, innit? He did that Usher slide or whatever. So whatever it was, I just wanted to make sure that people left with a good feeling. Good vibes, and obviously, if it came from me, and whether it be music or football, whichever one. But football didn't come until later. I used to play football for fun, always, and I always found throughout my whole career that the more fun I had playing football, the more success I got.
Interesting. So then, Erith and Belvedere, you go to Dulwich Hamlet.
Yeah.
How old are you when you joined Dulwich?
So I was 21 when I joined Dulwich. So I signed for Dulwich on loan from Erith first at 20.
Okay.
And then I scored 6 in 6. And at that point, agents started contacting me and whatnot. And for me, it was a case of, okay, they was all talking about, we can get you pro, we can pro. Pro? What's pro? At that point, I didn't know. I was oblivious. I used to just watch TV and see these guys on TV and think, how did you get there? Well, all right, cool. I'm not really focused on that. I'm still thinking, I can make it in this music thing, you know? And then Wayne Burnett, the manager at Dulwich, had me on loan and then said, look, come back next season. And at the time, I was reluctant because of agents contacting me and saying, look, we can get you here. I remember going to a trial at Barnet. There was about 40 boys there from all different countries. One person got picked up, Jason Punchin. And obviously, we know his career, unbelievable. I remember going to Walton and Horsham, and this is probably going to time something maybe later. But obviously, they said, look, not really feeling you for the trials. Like, okay, cool. And I was so vexed because I was thinking to myself, I'm better than these players. I'm better than these players. And I was on the train coming back, and I said, you watch. And my exact words to him saying, well, I'm going to prove them wrong. Watch. I'm going to play for Ghana one day. You watch. I'm going to play for Ghana. Watch. I was just talking mad. I was just deluded. But lo and behold, about 4 years later, it happened.
Wow. And then obviously, to get that move, you score 31 goals in 36 games for Dulwich. Is that correct?
So, yeah. So at Dulwich, again, Wayne Burnett's probably the best manager I've ever had, and easily the one manager that allowed me to express myself. So there was times in games where he used to say, Dicko, show me what you can do today, entertain me. And I'm like, huh? Like, what? And so now next thing you know, I'm backing out Rabanas, correct turns, also step overs, just having fun, having fun playing. And that season, obviously, yeah, it was just a whirlwind. Literally, I think I scored 31 goals by New Year.
By New Year, that is, yeah?
Yeah, by New Year. I wasn't there the whole season.
31 by New Year.
That's crazy, isn't it?
That's dark.
You get that move to Charlton, and you moved to Charlton in January, is that right then?
No, so I got injured in January. And then in March, we played against Godalming in town. 1-2-0. I played terrible, by the way. And then he pulls me on the coach, and he says to me, we've had an offer from Hastings United. We're going to take it. I'm like, They're in our league at the time as well. I'm thinking, I ain't going to Hastings.
What league was this at the time?
I'm guessing it was the Ryman 1, which would have been the equivalent of the
Ryman South?
Ryman South.
So that's 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So literally, he pulled me in a coach and said, we're going to accept it at Hastings United. I said, I'm not going. I'm having a season of my life. I'm not going. I could probably score 50 goals here. Like, I'm not going. He's like, yeah, we're going to take it. £750. I'm like, I'm sorry? It's £750 what? I said, I'm not going. He said, oh, don't worry. It's all right. You're going somewhere though. Charlton have come in for you. I went, now you're definitely bantering because obviously Charlton's in the Prem. I'm like, you crazy. I'm like, whatever. He goes, oh, you're going to Charlton on Monday? I went, huh? I got on the phone to one agent and I said, listen, because he was trying to take me Southend on the Monday. Charlton have come in for me apparently. My manager's telling me I'm going Charlton on Monday. He said, yeah, I already know. Like, yeah, you're going Charlton on Monday. I was like, what? And then literally from that weekend, everything changed.
Wow. So what was that feeling like transitioning from a non-league setup where you're comfortable having fun and now you're rubbing shoulders with people you watch on the TV? Like,
So-
what's that feeling when you first walk in the training ground? Are you the same confident?
I was.
Yeah.
And I had to be. If I walked in there shy, timid, I would have been crushed. Because the players in there were big characters, household names. I don't even want to name drop, but
Name drop. I want to know. I want to know some of them.
Darren Ambrose, Darren Bent, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, Marcus Bent, Kevin Lisby, there's Bear, there's like Matt Holland, Herman O'Riderson, Rollers, Bear, so many players there. And for me, it was a case of I'm walking into a room where these men have done it. If I walk in here, ooh, hi, my name's Chris, they'll just squash me immediately. So I walked in there like, yo, yep, what's going on? Yep, man's arrived. Yep, here we go. Yep. And it was easier for me because I actually knew players there as well. So Miles Weston was already there, Lloyd Sam, Osei Sankofa, and James Walker. So I knew a few players there anyway. So when I walked in, it was a bit easier for me to settle in as well. They bantered the hell out of me with certain things because I walked in with my any dead wash bag and my Lynx Africa and some essentials Primark boxes, which got thrown away. They dashed that away. Said we never want Jerome Thomas. I'll never forget. Dicko, you're never wearing them again. I don't want to ever see those things again. I'm like, JT, like what? But they welcomed me in and it made it easy for me. Obviously, because I signed in March, I couldn't actually play in the Prem. So I played in the Prem reserves because I'd signed outside the window. So that injury kind of killed me. But I played in Prem reserves and I was just banging in goals and then I just kicked on. But the unfortunate thing, which was probably a massive regret footballing wise for me, is that we went down that year.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So obviously,
Yeah.
that's a bit stressful because
Yeah.
you are signed to a Premier League team that is struggling. Obviously, might have done with your help because you were scoring very regularly for the reserves, right, at that time as well.
Yeah.
But you didn't get a chance to get the opportunity. And obviously, when the relegation comes, everything changes, right?
Everything changed. The biggest change, one of the biggest changes I noticed, obviously loads of people lost their jobs and whatnot, but the car park changed quickly because I went from seeing Escalades to Bentleys to Lambos to suddenly A5s and that smaller cars, not too small, obviously, but smaller cars, man. But you could see everything had changed. Everything had changed, and it was more comfortable for me, if I'm honest, because I've just come from non-league, so I'm saying. So I'm used to seeing this, so I'm saying. But you could see the players were slowly exiting. Andy Reid stayed actually, but Darren Bent was definitely going to go. There was this big names we just knew they were going to just disappear, and it was just unfortunate timing.
When you was training, what was like the was it like a super different level of football are we talking about here in terms of ability wise?
Yeah.
Or was it just it was, yeah.
Definitely. Ability wise, definitely. Fitness wise, massively. I remember coming back to pre-season after we went down and we did a run called the Envelope Run. And I remember just doing an absolute madness, thinking like I'm just gonna set off and go. And everyone's saying, don't go with Romadal. And he was one of the men that was going to be leaving soon as well. But don't go with Dennis Romadal. And I'm like, well, I can go keep up with him. Stupid. Running. I'm seeing this guy he's coasting, chilling. I'm trying to keep up with him. By the time we finished doing that Envelope Run, I literally was going through, like I must have come through last, definitely. But Marcus Bent, and I'll always remember this, yeah. I said to Marcus, like, big up for that. You know what I'm saying? Because he pulled me, I was going to be sick. I was going to yak. Like I felt it come up. And then I went, and he pulled me to one side to, do not let these men see you be sick because it will be a detriment to you. Something, don't let the manager see it, don't let the player see it because they'll be on you. So literally, I straight back down. I just remember I slept good that night. Oh my God, I slept good that night.
What was Pardew like actually as a manager? Because he seems like someone that is actually kind of relatable, is he? In terms of a manager? And
he was a good manager. I feel like he was a good manager in regards to he kept it real, kept it 100 with me at all times. I remember my first loan. So my first loan, I was supposed to I had a choice to go Crewe, Millwall, or Gillingham. And he said, I'm going to give you the choice. And I went to Crewe and I stank out the joint. I went to Crewe. I wanted to get out. I wanted to get out of London. I wanted to go and see some stuff. And to be honest, when I was up there, I was in Manchester one week, Leeds the other week, Liverpool another weekend. I was like just going out all the time, just seeing UK. And then I came back. They let me go after 3 weeks. I had a month loan. Let me go. And then Pardew went, cool. He kept it 100. He said, look, you've let yourself down. You've let the club down. You've misrepresented yourself and the club. And we gave you a choice. Now it's going to be our choice. If I send you to Millwall and you do what you did at Crewe, you might not make it back here because them men are ruthless. You're going Gills. And even at Gills, it didn't start off as great as everyone thinks it started off because Gills was a struggle. And I went in, boisterous, same character. But Nora was the manager at the time. And I don't know if he had something against me or something against my character or how I come in or the fact that I come from Charlton, but he wasn't trying to play me. And I was coming off the bench, like first 3 games, I think they put me on the bench and I came on and we was getting spanked. Like I remember going Nottingham Forest and we got smoked 5-1 and I'm like, and I came on, I was thinking, why is this guy even bringing me on? Like we're losing, like it's over. And then what transpired was we had a Johnson's Paint Trophy game. Which is now what? I don't know what it's called. Papa John's Cup or something. And he's just going to play a few of the boys that were in and around it, just weren't getting a sniff, whatever. Put me in. Played against Luton Town. Scored a hat-trick. So then now the fans are on him because he's the interim manager at the time. They're
Pressure.
on him. So it's like, hold on 1 second. We've had this guy sitting,
On the
chilling,
bench.
and he's going to bang the hat-trick against Luton. Don't get me wrong, it probably wasn't Luton's first 11, but it's Luton Town.
Yeah.
So, and he's got a hat-trick and we need a goal scorer. So the next week we played Millwall, scored again. The week after that, I think Bristol Rovers scored the winner. Then it's like, but by that time, by the Millwall game, after Millwall game, if he was gone. And I remember, like, in an interview, he said, they asked him, how did it feel like Chris Dickson's the first person to score a hat-trick for Gillingham since you? And he turned around and said, yeah, but I scored mine in the league, he scored in Johnson's Paint Trophy. And that's when I knew, I was like, this guy's not feeling man at all. He's a hater.
That's what he replied.
That's what he said.
that's crazy to say that.
What's his name?
Nora. He works for the FA now, to be fair, but it's cool.
He works for the FA?
Yeah.
That makes it even worse.
Yeah, but he's a cool guy. Listen, to me, 1-to-1, he was a cool guy, but obviously what he said in the interview, I was like, raw. Like,
Made you realise.
No, but that reply there sounds a bit like a hater thing.
Yeah.
so it was disappointing. At the time, I didn't think anything of it. I was just in my zone.
Yeah.
And I remember scoring like 11 goals in like 14 appearances down there, and literally, and Charlton called me back. When I came back and scored in West Brom, I was flying. Like I was ready to give me my first league start. I'm ready to go. I made a few like appearances off the bench and whatnot. Like, and then the worst obviously happened, which happens to all footballers. I got injured, but I got injured in the most freakish manner. So we had Stoke City away. No, at home. Stoke City at home. We were staying in the Radisson in Canary Wharf. And the boys used to banter and whatnot and joke and whatever. So I'm walking and we used to have, like, most of us used to wear Air Forces back then. And we used to have Air Forces never used to go over the tongue. So, man, they were coming up behind you, pause, and then saying, trying to tuck your tracksuits into the back of your trainer. So Lloyd Sam's come up behind me and I've clocked him. So as he's come up behind me, pause. I've turned. But as I've turned in the hotel lobby, my knees just popped. And I was like, whoa, what's happened? And then the rumour was that I was going to start that game. I'd done my conjoint defect in my knee. They said it was lucky that I did it there, not on the pitch, because it would have been even worse. Studs probably gone into the ground and turned. But Stoke City, we beat Stoke City 1-0. Who scored the winning goal? Lloyd Sam. mad. That's my boy. That's my boy. It's mad because I met him recently. He's over from America, and I saw him recently. And I said, I told him the story. He's like, I was like, what happened? I was like, bro, I'll never forget that. I was buzzing for him because I was like, yes, we've got the 3 points. Lloydie scored. But in my head, I was thinking,
That could have been me.
Could have been me still.
That could have been me.
Started still, but football, life.
Yeah.
Do you get back into the Charlton starting 11? Or
So when Pardew left, Phil Parkinson took over, and he wasn't.
Just be honest.
You weren't feeling you.
You can be honest here.
Do you know what it is? When we went down, a lot of strikers came in. So when we went down, I genuinely thought I'll be going up the pecking order, and I went down the pecking order because Charlton spent a lot of money. So I didn't really get a chance, and every time I did get a chance, I felt like it was hard. Akpol Soji came in. I remember Akpol coming in. Dion Burton came in. You know what I'm saying? Look how many strikers I'm naming.
7.
It's a bag of strikers.
crazy.
So all them strikers are coming in, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to get a chance here. So I went back on loan to Bristol Rovers.
Yeah.
Did all right there. I should have done better, but I guess out of London, head turns again, lights and that. Enjoying the Bristol lights, and then came back and again didn't really get a sniff at Charlton, and it's unfortunate because obviously at that point they've gone down again. I'm now in League One, and I think I spent the season in League One, and I said, yeah, this ain't for me. I've got to kick on and try and start my career again, and I wasn't really going to get a chance at Charlton. But then and I left Charlton, and a call came in, to go to Cyprus, and at the time I'm like, Cyprus, and I spoke to a few senior boys at Charlton, and they were like, Dicko, you're gonna love it, Iron Apple. And I'm like, what's Iron Apple? I did not know what Iron Apple was, oblivious to it.
Now you do.
He said, now you do.
But literally, it was a new scenery, new culture, just something I needed to get away from me, and just restart my career and get people to remember what I'm actually about. And if it meant in another country, it meant in another country. I ended up getting on a plane, and Mark Robbins, the Shrewsbury town manager, called me and said, "Yo, like we want to sign you." I'm thinking, Shrewsbury, Cyprus, Shrewsbury, Iron Apple. Bro, I'm going to Cyprus. So I went Cyprus.
What team was that?
Nia Salamina, Famagusta. So
Good pronunciation.
Very good.
They just got promoted. Just got relegated. So just got relegated, and they needed to get back promoted. So I signed in the 2nd division, Cyprus. Didn't start well, to be fair. It's just adapting.
For yourself or the club itself?
For me. For me personally, I didn't score in the first 5 games, but it was adapting to the new surroundings, the heat, to the weather, but it's exactly what I needed at that point in time. So when you play in the UK and you're a professional footballer, there's almost like a certain prestige, or people have a certain way of looking at you, and expectation. You're a footballer. You got a big car. You got nice watches. You got a nice house, and you get sucked into that. And I needed to get away from that. So going to Cyprus, no one cares whether you're a footballer or not. They just think you're just another dude walking down the road. So I went from living in the UK, wearing the Bootins, Rolly, whatever. So I'm saying, driving my big old Q7, Cyprus. Flip-flops, shorts, vest, every day.
Back to basics.
Humble,
Just humble.
Yeah.
And I think the most humbling experience, I've said this quite a few times, was again, when I said to the club, when I first arrived, I want to bring my car over here. And they were like, no, I can't do that. And I was like, what do you mean? I got a big Q7 back at home, but I need to bring that over here. We'll give you car. So they said, they'll give me a house and a car. I said, cool. Gave me a little apartment, and then gave me a car. And I was like,
What
car was it? What car was it?
Can we guess?
God,
Fiat Punto.
I'm good. I was going to say Fiat as well.
Nissan Micra.
Nice car,
That the
that.
kettle.
Nice car.
Nissan Micra, and it humbled me nicely.
And you were scurrying it.
I was screwing it everywhere. I was screwing it everywhere. That car, yeah. So the Nissan Micra,
I can see you in a Nissan.
Nah.
Chilling,
Yo, windows down, singing.
I was rolling. No. But yeah, so I had to decide whack. But again, a humbling experience and exactly what I needed.
Good though.
Because ultimately, stay grounded, stay focused on what you're there for. I was there to play football. That's it. There to play football. I had a job, score goals, get the team promoted, and that was me. And I think by the end of the season, we got promoted. I think we came second in the league. I was second top goal scorer in the league. And then
Promotion though.
Promotion.
That's what matters.
And then the next season, I stayed because I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much. Anyone that talks to me about Cyprus, I say, unbelievable experience. The best place I've ever played in regards to country, culture, the people,
Food.
the fans, the food.
I'm supposing the money in Cyprus wasn't like England, right? Not going into any detail, but was it a big hit for you, like seeing the difference?
The deal that I signed initially had to match my wages in Charlton. So what people think that I was on some big money at Charlton, and no, I wasn't. I was a new kid coming from non-league. They upped my. I got a new contract after my Gillingham stint, and obviously after my injury, but it wasn't like life changing. It wasn't like, and so for Cyprus to match it wasn't a problem. They matched my salary.
So you matched it.
They matched it.
Bro.
They matched it, and then when we went up, it went up again. So I was comfortable. And then January came, and the team that was top of the league at the time, AOE came in and bought me. And I was like, whoa. And literally that next 5 months of the season,
Was back then they was doing Champions League as well, and that?
the best 5 months of the season ever that I've ever had. Like literally, I didn't even score a lot of goals, but the goals that I did score were important, and that's what they remember me for, as well as obviously the fiesta that we had when we won the league. But I
We
remember
won the league. You see, you dropped that one in.
Yeah.
We won the league. Yeah. Dropped that one.
so
Nice.
obviously I remember when they came in for me. So when they came in for me, the president pulled me and said, they're not known to win the league over there. We hadn't won the league in about 53 years, I think. It was similar. The same season City won the league. Aguero!
Yeah.
And they hadn't won the league in the same amount of time. So we're not known to win the league. Apoel, Nicosia are the big boys over there.
Yeah.
They're known to win the league religiously. So the president pulled me and said, listen, if we come in the top 4, which we were probably going to get, I'm gonna give you a little change. If we win the league, I'm gonna give you a bigger change. So, but he's put a big number down. I'm like, bruh, we're winning this league because I need that ring. So literally, when we won the league, I went knocking on that door. I said, remember what we spoke about? Remember the contract?
Did he stay true to his word?
Stay true to his
Good
word.
man.
Love that.
Stay
Was that
true
the
to his
president?
word. Yeah.
man.
Stay true to his word. And obviously, when you win the league in Cyprus, immediately you go into Champions League qualifiers.
Qualified,
So that was an experience, and it made me realize, wow, okay, cool. Like I'm getting closer and closer to the big leagues where we need to be. But listen, winning a league in any country is a massive achievement, and a Premier League in every country is a massive achievement. But for me, it was a case of, okay, where we go next? And we went to Serbia first, Partizan Belgrade.
Know them.
So we won the first leg, and then the second leg, I've never been in an environment.
Was that away then, the second leg?
Away.
Crazy. Crazy out them countries, bro.
I've never been to an environment so hostile in my life. I was like, we only just came to play football. Like, what's this?
Come on, guys.
Bro, throwing bricks at the bus. Like every curse, racist word you can hear. Like obviously, whether they listen, I know you know when someone's being racist to you, innit?
Even if it's another language.
But we came out for the warm up, and literally there was a swarm of fans. Must have been at least 5,000 to 10,000 fans.
Shit.
And at the time, obviously, AOE Limassol had a very African descent.
Yeah.
A lot of African descent players. So like boys who are from Angola, Cape Verde.
My people.
But naturally, obviously, I think obviously their background is that, but they were raised in maybe France or Portugal. And so there's a load of us there. And hearing ooh was mad.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That's
And
crazy stuff.
that reinvigorated us though, because that made us come together even more.
Yeah.
And we even had a man sent off in the first 10 minutes. And we were 1-0 up from the first leg. So and then we scored again to win 1-0 second leg, 2-0 through to the next qualifier. Next qualifier was a little bit closer to home. It felt nice. Northern Ireland, Linfield. I'm like, yep. And I remember at the time, one of my boys was getting married as well. So I was like, yo, I'm going to be at your wedding, bro. I'm going to shut this down. So literally, Linfield came to us first. And I'll never forget this. Half time, because qualifiers, obviously Champions League qualifiers are in like pre-season time. So like June, July. So they came to us and at half time, they're taking off their shirts and they were wringing it out because it's hot.
And they're not used to it. They're Northern Ireland.
So it's so hot. Well, I asked, and I remember one of them saying to me, like, do you play in this all the time? And I'm like, nah, not this kind of heat. This is different. This is different. Because we started in August, September. Yeah. It's like, this is different. So we won that 3-0, scored in that game. And then going to them, we were like, it's 3-0. Listen, it's calm, but it was the total reverse. All our boys got gloves on. Man, if they could have worn Snooder Valleys, they would have worn Snooder Valleys. It was cold. But I was like, nah, this is comfy. I'm used to this. It's the UK. Yeah. And then obviously, I think we drew 0-0 through to the next round.
So what's this now? You're going into the third?
So now we're into the third, in the final. You win this.
You go to the group stages.
Group stages.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Draw comes out and elect.
Big up, Shay.
Innit?
So I'm like, this is going to be mad. And then I remember I didn't start the first leg. I'd started all the other games. I didn't start the first leg and I was vexed. At home. And my son came to watch. So my son was a baby at the time, innit? But literally I was thinking, I want to be in that lineup. I want to see the camera going across. I know it's on ITV at home right now. Everyone's watching this. And I was on the bench and I was fuming. But we won the first leg 2-1.
Okay.
But that one was crucial for them because that 2-1. So second leg.
Back then,
away goals
count. Yeah.
So second leg, we go to Anderlecht. And Anderlecht Stadium, unbelievable. It's real close, tight knit. Like, apparently, I've never played there, but apparently it's like Goodison Park. Again, put me on the bench. I was like, what the hell? Like, but he wants to hold on. To 2-1. And then I see 8 minutes to go. Our captain plays it back to our left back. Our left back slips. And I'm like,
Gerard.
no. And I literally, Gerard. And then squares it, Umbakani, pat! 1-0. Yeah, 2-2
there through.
They got the away goal. Nah, it throws me on now. So here we go. And I'm
8
like,
minutes
right,
left.
it's too late, bro.
We're gone.
Then they go counter-attack, bang, scored again, 2-0, out. 8 minutes. And the difference in money between Champions League and Europa League is very different. Very, very different. We're talking mils and hundreds.
Yeah.
100,000s, obviously.
Yeah.
But it was, when it's a Europa League group stage, and people
Was
don't
it actually Europa League or was it UEFA Cup?
Europa League.
Europa League,
Europa League. So we went to Europa League group stage. And even our group for Europa League was nuts. So we had Borussia Mönchengladbach, Fenerbahce, and you know, Cypriots and Turks don't really like each other. Marseille.
Yeah.
So
Marseille.
that group in itself was mad.
It's a serious group still.
Obviously, my claim to fame is obviously by the time we played Marseille again, we've been knocked out. But we had Marseille and then we beat them at home 3-0. Obviously, I scored in that game and assist as well. And yeah, that was it.
Took the goal in.
Question.
That's crazy though.
Swap shirts of anyone?
Yes, that's a great question. It's a great question. So I got players at Gladbach, Arango or something like that. I went and got.
So you don't know if you just for a shirt?
Just changed.
Was he good that game? Did he play good that game?
He played all right, to be fair.
He had to stand out. If you don't know him, he's got to stand out.
He played well. But I should have probably got Granit Xhaka, but he didn't know who he was going to be. And there was a young pup coming on. I tried to get Dirk Kuyt at Fenerbahce, but someone got there before me. And then everyone tried to get Raul Meireles. So everyone tried to get Raul Meireles because obviously all the Portuguese boys in it, in our team as well. So, and I think he gave out like 4 different shirts. I didn't get one of those though. I think the only one I got was the one from Gladbach.
Okay.
And in that Marseille game now?
Marseille, I didn't get any. I think I should have got Loic Remy's. Loic Remy's was the one I should have got. But once we won, I was too busy celebrating. I was thinking, well, come get my shirt. You know what I'm saying? Come get
Goal
my
and
shirt.
assist
You know what I'm
over
saying?
here.
But yeah, so no, but unbelievable experience. And then the journey continued. I ended up, a new manager came in, and I genuinely thought we've got something in common. So the new manager that came in was George Costa, and he was an ex-Charlton centre-back.
George Costa.
George Costa,
Centre back
yeah.
for Porto as well.
Yes. So he came in, right? This brother wanted to clear out, and I was one of the players who wanted to clear out.
Is it?
In January? So I was like, oh wow. I'm like, where am I going now? And at that point was when a Cypriot agent approached me and said, would you consider going to China? And I was like, huh? China? I'm like,
China used to be like the
Don't
Dubai.
get it
do you
twisted.
remember?
China
but
bread.
Yeah, they
at
were
that
breaded.
time, they were coming up. So they were like doing what Saudi's doing now.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they want to come up.
Oscar.
So I was like,
Yeah, did you
China?
That as well, innit?
So it's funny you say Oscar because I signed for the same club. So the club was at Shanghai SIPG,
Shanghai Port.
Shanghai Port.
That's where Lucas was. He just won the league. He won the league with them last season.
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Yep. So I signed for them when they just come up from the second division. And I came in as probably like their marquee signing. First game of the season, flew to Beijing. This guy, there was no reason, to this day I say, there's no reason for him to tackle me like this. He just came out of nowhere at the side, wiped out my ankle.
For the opponent.
First game of the season, yeah.
Beijing won.
Beijing won. So,
know
hey,
my
you know your team's in it. Yeah, bro. I like that.
He does know his stuff like this.
So
100%.
I went there, took out my ankle. I'd never experienced anything like it. And obviously you've got to fly back to Shanghai, come back. And this is when I knew this team had just come from second division because the way the physiotherapy worked out was like, these men don't know what they're doing. So literally, after 3 days, asked me to jog. I'm like, I can't put any weight on this thing. This thing looks like the size of a balloon. Like, are you crazy? And they're like, no, come on, you'll get back. Because they're thinking marquee signing, we put a lot of money into you, innit? And I was like, nah, this ain't happening. And even that scenario, when I did come back, I came back like for a few reserve games, tried to do a Cruyff turn, went again. And I said, nah, something ain't right. So then at that point, I asked him for a scan. I said, we've got to get a scan. I've got to see what's wrong with this. To be fair, it should have been a scan straight away. So I sent my scan back to my Charlton physio, Errol, and he's obviously saying, look, they put you in a boot. What have they done? I said, Errol, they've done injections, they've done Chinese herbal remedies, they've done everything, bro. Like, he's like, what's going on? And I'm like, bruv, like, literally, it's just not going down. So once he checked it, he said, that should have been done in 3 weeks. Like, if they'd done the right things, you'd have been back in 3 weeks. I was out for 3 months. And then in that 3 months, they made a decision that obviously to cut my deal. This is the
Would they
Cut your deal.
But you signed a contract.
so
But they
as
can
in pay me up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so I signed a 2-year contract and I'm your marquee signing and I saw some zeros. So what are we talking about? There we go. Like, if you're gonna pay me up, let's do this. They paid me up. Obviously, they said obviously the way they worded it was, look, if you leave now, then you'll have an opportunity to get fit and be back for the European schedule again. And I was like, okay, cool, but I'm definitely leaving now with my P. Anyway, a year later, obviously, the club gets bought out. Shanghai Port get bought out by the Shanghai government. That's when the real P came in. Because that's when you see Asamoah Gyan come in,
Yeah.
Oscar come in, Hulk come in, and I was like, whoa.
Should have stayed.
What kind of wages?
Yeah.
Should have stayed.
Should've stayed.
When I saw Oscar's contract, I said,
Yeah, but did he give you an option? No.
it was pretty much
They
leave
wanted
now,
you-
leave now,
yeah.
or you go to FIFA and get your Ps. Because we don't really need you here. Like,
Yeah.
you can't. You're finished. Like your ankle's gone.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I saw Oscar's contract, 615 bags a week, I said, hey, I should have stayed.
Mad.
615,000 a week. I said,
Yeah, but he obviously Chelsea.
coming
Yeah,
from
it's
Chelsea,
different,
it's a lot different coming from
negotiation
IO
to it,
Liverpool.
different, innit? Yeah.
Yeah, so, but yeah, literally, even Asamoah Gyan's deal was mad. I was like, Jesus. So, but for me, it was a case of, obviously, I've come back. I was like, left, and I was like, I've got to get back. I've just got to get back to fitness, first and foremost. But when I came back to UK, and I missed the game so much. But at that point is when I realized, oh my God, I actually think I love football, or I love just the crowd,
Environment,
scoring goals. I loved, and I missed it so much. And I said, I can never be in this situation again. Never be in this situation again. At the time, my Dulwich manager, Wayne Burnett, was the Dagenham Redbridge manager. So he said, look, come in, we'll see how you get on, train, whatnot. Offered me a deal.
Sorry, how old was you at this point? Just so we can keep track.
29, 30.
When you've left China now?
Yeah. So
at this point, are you thinking to yourself, okay, let's get a one last contract type thing, or is it?
I'm thinking,
or is it
I
just
just want
about
to come back and play pro.
Yeah.
Come back and play pro, but I'm thinking someone in the championship is going to come and grab
And
me.
Dagenham Red was where at the time?
League 2. And I'm like, okay, someone from championship, someone from League 1 is going to come get me, and nothing.
And that was kind of patterned through a relationship kind of thing.
So Dagenham and Redbridge ended up coming through a relationship such, because Wayne knew me from Dulwich, and obviously I explained my situation. I said, look, I'm coming back from rehab. Can I just come in and train first and foremost? And he said, no, you still got it. Like we're going to sign you. But then obviously my time at Dagenham wasn't great. I always look back on that and think, thank you for Wayne for giving me the opportunity, but it was definitely the wrong decision in regards to my footballing career. And it was a case of go back to where you're loved. So I went back to Cyprus. New team had formed called Paphos FC in 2014. And they were in the second division as well. A lot of people were going mad, like, you've won the league, like the top division. Why are you coming back to second division? And I was like, I just want to have fun again. I just want to get back to having fun, scoring goals. They offered me a decent deal. I said, look, no problem. And then obviously got them promoted, came second again.
How many goals that year?
Paphos.
Don't worry, we'll find it for you.
I'm gonna say 22. I remember that season I scored against every single team in the league. And I was proud of that because I remember all the boys, there was one game, I hadn't scored in the away game, and we scored against them at home, and everyone jumped on me like, oh my days, you did it. Because I was making sure that I was like, I want to score against everyone in the league. So we got promoted, and then little isms started happening. Like, it was almost like Paphos wanted me to stay, but we're thinking bigger. And I was like, okay, well, if you lot don't really want me, I'll leave. So, Enosis Paralimni, I think, who won the league that season, they signed me. They said, look, we'll take you.
They won the same league you was in that you
They won the same league, so they got promoted as well. So they were like, we'll sign you. And again, maybe in hindsight, looking back on it, I probably should have stayed at Paphos. But went to Paralimni. And then, so I ended up leaving halfway through the season and going to Ermis. And Ermis FC were looked after by the head of the mafia over there.
Shit.
So I remember going to his house, and he's like, Dickson, I've been trying to sign you for many years, my friend. I see when you win championship with IL. I've been trying to sign you from near Salamina, my friend. So I'm like, cool. I'm just looking around thinking, where's the hitman? Because if I don't sign this deal...
How do I say no nicely?
There's no way to say no right now still. So I was like, yeah, my friend, you come, you get us in top 6, my friend. So I said, no problem. I come, top six. Came, had a great time.
Please say you got top 6.
7th.
Did they pull up?
They didn't pull up. Tell the truth.
Nah, they didn't pull up.
Did they knock on the door?
No, that's a lie. 6th. No, I'm lying. We came 6th. We came 6th because we played in the playoff against all the top boys.
Yeah.
And we ended up finishing 6th. We didn't finish anywhere else. Finished 6th, and then literally I got the call back home saying, Daddy, when you coming home? And
was your family here this whole time?
No, so they came back and forth all the time. So they always came to Cyprus. But I'd been away long enough to know that when my son's asking me, when you coming home, it's time to come home. And listen, the enjoyment was fun. Cyprus was great. The best football experience I've ever had in regards to that the country, what I achieved there, the people. Even when I go there now, like I'm in the airport and people are like, "Where you signing? They're looking at my passport at the security and like, Dickson. Where you signing? And I'm just going for a holiday. Like, I'm just coming to chill. Like, no, you sign somewhere. Because over there, like, they did the betting thing. So I was saying, trying to get insight. So I'm like, I'm just coming on holiday. But it's that I appreciate the country so much. I really appreciate the country, and obviously came back home.
How old did you then?
I was 31 now.
Yeah.
and then Nicky Bailey called me.
He's played for Sutton.
Sutton
Yes.
United, isn't
I
it?
played against him once.
CM was cold as
Bells,
well.
Nicky Bailey was at Charlton with me.
Yeah.
So Bailey called me and said, "Yo, like, you still playing?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Come Sutton." I was like, "See how it is." First training session, tore it, unbelievable. Manager signed me straight away. Said, "Yep." Gave me a decent enough deal, but then season starts and I'm like, bearing in mind I've never played in a conference, innit?
Yeah.
I went from there to there, and I've just dropped down. But I've never played in the conference. The conference is hard. I was like, oh my God, this is hard. Not just the playing, football-wise, the travelling. Meeting, waking up early morning to go meet in Victoria to get a train to go to Wrexham. I'm like, this is nuts.
mate.
That's crazy.
And I was thinking, this is hard. Like, and then coming back and then you're coming back late at night. And then I was just like, right. But then on top of that, obviously we were only training like twice a week as well. I'm used to training every single day. So adapting was hard. And I think I underestimated it. I came back with arrogant. I'll be honest with you, I came back very arrogant. I thought I shouldn't be here. I should be playing higher. And it showed because 20 appearances, no goals. And I was like, whoa, this don't happen. And by December,
At this point, goals never done, was it?
Goals were done.
Goals are dried up.
Goals were
Dried
done. At this point, goals were done. And Doz was like, look, it's not worked out. I think you're an amazing player, but just for whatever reason, it hasn't worked out. So, pay you up. So I said, all right, cool, no problem. And then Chelmsford got on the phone to me. And Rod Stringer, funny guy. But he was like, I love you. Yep, I love you. I'll take you down here. Yep, I know you. I know all about you, Dickson. Yeah, go on. Yeah. Rod's just mad. He's a proper Cockney guy. Like he is a proper havoc guy. So he's like, yep, I love you. But went down there. But at this point, I've got a point to prove now. Because if I thought I shouldn't have been at Sutton and playing higher, I definitely don't think I should be at Chelmsford. And that's a league below. I'm thinking, I've got to come and tear this up. So I remember, came in a half season, scored 12. Then I stayed another season, scored another 20. And then at the end, we got to the playoff final, I think the first year. And then lost to Ebbsfleet in the final. Then second year, got semi-final, lost to Hampton and Richmond. And then I get a call. Bahrain. And I'm like,
You what? Bahrain?
what? The deal's done. Like, I don't know what my agent has said. My agent, big up Safe Ruby at the time as
You
well.
just had come back because of your son. So that must have been...
Bro,
The deal was done.
the deal was done.
The deal
No, do you know what I'm
was
saying?
done, bro. Daddy's going to be home soon, son. And we're going to be good.
We got to be very good.
We're
Yeah,
good.
no, I
The
hear
deal
it,
was
I hear it,
done.
I hear it.
So obviously at the point...
But people don't realise, yeah? You know when people talk about, footballers are paid too much, this, that, they don't see all
Yeah.
these things. You know these insights that we're having here? You know, like, for example, he just said that he come home because of his son, yeah?
Yeah.
How long was you away? Let's say, give or take, 5-6 years?
I was 5 years.
Let's say 5 years, yeah. He's saying his family's moving.
It's a lot of moving.
That's moving. That means your son's got to go to school in another country for a certain period of time. Come back to the school here. Go to another country. Oh, you know
it's
what?
a
We're
lot.
not going to go this time. He's going to go back. Do you know how hard that is mentally for you, like, as a person? Do you know what I'm saying? So when they say shit like, oh, players shouldn't be getting paid this much, cool. The money's crazy right now in football, especially the higher you go. But it's well earned, bro.
No,
And it's still hard work.
No,
mentally
100%.
and physically. Do you know what I'm saying?
And even their life is football. Like, people feel like, oh, like, your life is football. You don't get to Christmas. It don't exist.
You don't get to
Birthday,
bro.
don't-
You missed any of your kids' birthdays?
birthdays, Boxing Day.
I didn't miss any birthdays because he's born in June. So
Then you was
lucky,
alright.
but I
But you
was
know when
calm.
them people
But-
have... You
Yeah,
get what I'm saying?
definitely.
They're missing
Sacrifices.
birthdays. They're missing...
Christmas,
Come on, bro. That's...
Boxing Day,
sacrifices.
New
That's-
Year.
And luckily,
No money in the world
yeah.
can cover that, bro.
So luckily for me in Cyprus, we have a Christmas break, like a winter break. So I'd come home for Christmas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, but if there was times, obviously, like you miss other people's birthdays or like my mum's birthdays, and that it's just that you miss a
You
lot.
miss a lot, bro.
There's a
You
lot.
miss a lot.
There's a lot of sacrifice.
A lot.
And but yeah, so Bahrain came in, and if there's another deal out there,
One more.
And Bahrain, I'll be honest, them Middle East countries there,
So
money long.
so when I saw the contract,
So the deal's done though.
deal was done. I saw the contract and I'm
So
like,
that's your Lambo outside.
That's the thing you see.
I wish.
That's what orange thing.
Yeah.
You know about all these payouts. I counted 4 so far. I've counted 4 payouts.
When they said Bahrain,
Yeah.
that was it. That drew the line. You see Bahrain, you didn't even need to say no club, nothing. Bahrain, the country, yeah.
Clash.
So I went out to Bahrain for 2
tax.
weeks. And as far as I met the sheikh, sat in his house. I was like, cool. Bro, like, man, give me tea. Have these servants come and look after me. I thought, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like, deal's done. I ain't signed that yet though. So I'm calling my agent saying, yo, so when we sign this contract, when you coming over? He's like, yeah, no, don't worry. And then they had this sheikh cup that they have, yeah, where all the sheikhs kind of like pick a team and you have to represent them. And they asked me, do I want to play? So I just thought,
Why not?
yeah, why not? I ain't doing nothing else. I'm training with you lot, but I'm not really doing anything else. Let's let me play some games.
Light it up.
That was a setup. That was my trial. But as far as I'm concerned, deal's done. So I ain't really got nothing to prove here. So I'm saying like, so I'm going through the motions in this cup. So I'm saying, yeah, I think the first game, I think I scored, but I'm just like, but the players that are playing against me are not professional footballers. They're like semi-pro at that, and then some of them are even sheikhs.
So they set you up.
So it was like, for me, it was a setup. And then I got the call after the first game, and my agent's like, "Yo, what happened?" And I'm like, "I scored, like just went through the motions. Didn't really come out of third gear." He's like, "Bro, like they're talking about not signing the deal. Like I'm arguing on the phone. Like what's going on?" So he's like, "Nah, next game, tear it up." So now second game now, we're playing against a harder team this time. So I'm trying to tear it up, and it's like these men are on me. Bro, like, I think we won, like, 4-0, but I didn't score nothing. I think I even got dragged. I got taken off. Bro, when I tell you, my agent called me and said, the deal's off. I went, what? What am I doing in Bahrain, bro? I'm here. I've been sitting in this hotel for 2 weeks. What? Nah, deal can't be off. I said, deal's off. Like, he was fuming. Him and the sheikh fell out. And he said, look, it's time to come home, bro. You got to come home. And I was like, what? And at that point, that's probably one of my lowest in football. I just thought, oh my gosh, like that was the deal to that, the final deal, like to get me where I need to get to and be comfortable. So, and at that point, I'm still not thinking about life after football. I'm thinking, boy, this is my deal. Then I can set up what I need to set up, and it'll be a lot easier to set up what I need to set up. But I'm not thinking what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then obviously, Mark Stimson calls me, my old general manager, and says, "You're gonna come Hornchurch." And the Hornchurch story begins. And first season, I'm on fire. Gets cut with about 8 games to go because of that thing, that
COVID.
stupid virus thing that came around. COVID hits. Next season, gets cut after about 8 games. I'm on fire as well.
Yeah, I remember.
COVID hits. But this season, Hornchurch are in the FA Trophy still. So they're still letting the FA Trophy go. Played Dulwich, beat Dulwich. Got to the quarterfinals of the trophy, played against Darlington. Went out to Darlington, beat Darlington. Went semi-final, Notts County. Went to penalty. Notts County was mad. The whole experience of Notts County was mad. But I think it was 3-2, 90th minute, Liam Nash scores the equaliser, 3-3. And in my mind, I'm like, this ain't going extra time. This is going penalties. So because guys straight to penalties. We've got a chance. Went to penalties. Huddled up. Stimo says, who wants to take the penalties? I said 5. I said, I don't care who's before me, I'm taking 5.
That's what I'm on still.
So,
But sometimes,
and in my mind,
sometimes it might not get to 5.
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
might
problem.
not. But I know,
I'm scoring.
I know Joe Wright is saving a penalty. I know for a fact.
Not
Wright,
good of his feet.
good feet. Good feet.
Click that ball over the top of the winger into the.
Yes.
Yeah, he does it a couple
got,
times.
he's got feet, but I know he's saving a penalty. Saves their 3rd penalty. At that point, heart starts beating because I know, sugar, it's on me now, isn't it? So I say it's going to be on me. 4, Ricky Hell scores. Okay, winning, it's on me. And literally, Stimo said to me afterwards, he said, I knew we were going to the final as soon as I saw you step up. All the boys said that, to be fair, because that's again, the performance thing. This is my stage. Yeah. This is my moment. I ain't missing. I wrapped into the top bins and just went mad, high knees. And we're like, wow, going Wembley. And then in my mind, I'm thinking, I've never played at Wembley. I played at all these stadiums in the world. I've never played at Wembley. My whole career, I was like, wow, going Wembley. But Notts County meant more to me than Wembley. the thing that meant something for me at Wembley was at that point I'd now started thinking about life after football, and I started my own personal training company, which then evolved into a one-to-one football coaching company. And I had quite a few boys in my books at the time, and I just got tickets for all of them. And that was the moment for me, because my family came, a lot of my family, my aunties, uncles that had never seen me play football. I've been all over the world, they've never seen me play. My mum and dad obviously came, they've seen me play, whatnot, my brother's sister, my brothers and sister, my son, but all the boys that I coached, I got them all tickets. And it was limited ticket. I said to the chairman, listen, I don't care how many tickets you get, because only COVID in it, so we were only like, I think 10,000 in the stadium. So we were like 4,000 fans. And we're like thinking, bro, we ain't gonna get 4,000 fans in here. So I'm saying, I said, give me my 80 tickets, bro. I need 80 tickets. I don't care who else you got to spread it. He said everyone's getting 40. I said, nope, I'm getting 80. I want 80 tickets. And I've got all the boys' tickets. And that meant more to me than anything. Obviously, listen, the story is that we were 1-0 down. Me and Ruffy come on in the 60th minute, and we changed the game. I mean, I got 2 assists. We win the game 3-1. Game over. We win the FA Trophy. Lowest ranked team to ever win the FA Trophy with Hornchurch. And obviously, well, I just remember looking up to the stands and seeing like all the boys that I coached, and I'm thinking to myself, their feeling must be, my coach is down there at Wembley. And that's what it's about. Because any young boy, whatever age you are, any young boy that wants to play football, the aspiration is to play at Wembley in this country. And for them to see me do it, I knew that I'd done something that they can aspire to now. And for me, that touched me more than anything. Notts County semi-final was for me,
but this was
Wembley was for them.
Oh,
That's big.
Great career though, man.
Amazing career. Do you know
Bro,
what?
long.
We'll get a round of applause then.
Let's-
For,
Do you know what I was going to round it up with is obviously you're now at Horsham, 13 goals for the season.
Yeah. I mean,
Horsham are
18 in all comps. But
18 in all comps. 5th in the league. You've scored in the Champions League, the Europa League, the FA Cup,
Carling Cup or
League
equivalent.
1, League 2, Cypriot League. Did you score in China?
No, I didn't, you
score.
know.
Got injured first game.
Pre-season, got injured first game.
Scored it. Wait, Cypriot League, first and second league.
First and second league. You won the league in
both,
Cyprus.
and he won
as well.
both leagues.
No, I came second.
Second in the Division 2.
Second in Division 2, but I won the one
But
the
promotion, that counts, same thing.
But listen, just being able to score in the Champions League and Europa League, be able to say that deserves another round of applause and scoring.
He don't normally clap, by the way, and he's clapping.
He doesn't like to perform.
Yeah, he don't like performing.
I got a question for you though.
Yeah, we've got some questions.
I actually got a genuine question. Who is the best non-league player you've played with?
Now this is the questions that we want to get into.
For me, as a striker,
He's going to say a creative midfielder behind him. That's going to say.
100%.
Or a winger?
100%. There's 2. So Danny Uchechi, because Danny Uchechi was at Charlton with me in reserve. So everywhere I went, I took Danny Uchechi with me. So I went to Hampton, Danny Uchechi. I said, Gary, got signed. Well, actually, Danny was going to sign for Hampton before me. So I was like, yep, I'm coming.
Yeah.
And in Hornchurch, I said, got to sign Dan. So Danny Uchechi, Charlie Ruff.
Charlie Ruff.
I thought Charlie was going to get sharp.
Charlie Ruff,
He's a great player.
unbelievable. Like, supply line, yeah. For me, just for someone behind me, yeah.
Pause.
Someone in the 10, sorry?
Yeah. Someone in the 10.
Someone in the 10, Charlie Ruff and Danny Uchechi.
What did you prefer in terms of your playing career? Like, had more fun? Was it like non-league or the professional?
Just solely entertainment, fun.
Yeah, just enjoyment for...
Enjoyment.
The pro game.
Yeah?
The pro game. The pro game, you live, breathe, eat football. Like, and there's no better feeling, especially when I always go back to Cyprus. I go back to Cyprus and I used to wake up in the morning, 10 o'clock, training starts 10:30, training ground's 15 minutes from my house, just get out, put my stuff on, flip-flops, shorts, vest, go to training for a couple hours, come home, go to the beach, smoke some shisha maybe, chill. Don't encourage that, but chill.
You didn't learn that to play till 40, smoke shisha, brother.
Nah. That didn't help. But
Double apple.
ultimately, it's a case of
Double apple's a strong thing.
Is it?
yeah.
Double apple's a strong thing, bro. I don't know about shisha. I used to be...
Yeah, mint.
You know that you
Add some mint in there, and you're good to go. But it was just a case of obviously it was a better, like, for me, that's what football's all about. Dedicating yourself to the profession and doing it day in, day out, and you'll get your rewards. I'm saying.
Would you say now in non-league it's easier to make it than it was back then, and getting opportunities in the pro scene with like social media, a lot more agents, a lot more video evidence, or do you think it's harder because it's more saturated?
I think it's easier now to get an opportunity, but whether your talent amounts to what is up there is down to you. But I think it's easier now to get an opportunity, but it's harder. I've always said in football, it's difficult enough to get there. It's harder to stay there. So I've played for the last 23 years. I've probably played the top 2.5. Yeah. So it's very difficult to stay there. That's why I applaud people like Ashley Young, James Milner, Ryan Giggs, Wayne Rooney, because Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, because they played at the top for that long, and it's so hard to stay there.
On the last episode, we was kind of going through the young talents that we know in non-league. For your experience personally, like, is there any young talents you've seen in non-league that you think, like, yeah, that he's got a good future? Do you get what I'm saying?
How young are we looking?
Let's say 18 to 22, let's just say. 'Cause I think 22 is quite young still, isn't it?
24 is even young now.
Yeah, you reckon?
So
Should we give him to 24 as well, then, yeah? 18 to 24.
I don't say 24 is young, but you still can get a move at 24.
Yeah.
You still can go on.
there is, straight away, one player stands out for me. It was at Chatham with me, Jamie Yeeler.
Okay.
Jamie Yeeler is a novelty. He is a game changer. He can win a game by himself if his mind's right. And the one thing about him is just making sure his mind's right. And his mind's not always right. But I played with Jamie Yeeler at Cray Wanderers and at Chatham. The Jamie Yeeler at Cray Wanderers and the Jamie Yeeler at Chatham, similar, but you can see maturities come on. And if he can just turn that corner.
Age?
How old is he? Yeah.
He's 23 or maybe 24 now.
What position does he play?
Winger, left wing. But unbelievable ability. You don't, because of how tall he is as well, you just don't think he's got that kind of feet. But glad, but he can change the game by himself.
Just before we go into the 10 quickfire questions, what would you say? Should we do legacy for pro and non-league together?
Just his legacy.
No, do pro.
Oh, legacy.
All time.
That's a
Legacy
good name.
Lab, by the way.
That's a good name. Oh, sorry. So basically, obviously, I've started an academy as well.
Tell us.
So,
we want to know.
So obviously, I've recently started an academy with my boy Miles Weston. Obviously, he was at Charlton with me. He's now at Bromley. And we came together and felt that obviously I was doing my one-to-ones. He's obviously thinking about life after football as well. And we started an academy called Legacy Lab Football Academy. We are up and running. We are open for business. We are trying to help the next generation build their own legacy.
Age limit?
Age is from 5 to 14. So we have our 5 to 6s, we call our little legends. Then we've got 7 to 8s, 9s, 10s, and then 11s to 12s, 13s, 14s. Every Friday down at Kedwell Leisure. Make sure I plug that. Kedwell Leisure. Big up Danny Kedwell. That's what I'm saying. He made the call. Yeah. So big up Danny Kedwell and Nathan Bullas. Obviously, we use their facility down at Gravesend, at Kedwell Leisure. Bring your child down, and obviously we'll help them build their legacy. We've got obviously avenues that we can steer the next generation and help them get to the next level quicker. Obviously, being a Tottenham scout as well, that helps. But we've got other avenues, and luckily I've kept in touch with people in the game who are able to help them as well. So, but Legacy Lab is the place to be. I know there's loads of academies out there, but I promise you,
But not this one.
Legacy
This is
Lab
the one.
is the place to be.
So mums and
Trust
dads,
me.
yeah, you know where to
Down
take
to
your kids.
Legacy Lab, yeah?
But yeah, Legacy Lab.
Did you say a legacy
Legacy
non-league?
pro team, so 1 to 11 of
Yep.
all the pros you played with,
And
and
then
then 1 to
non-league
11 non-league.
Oh, that's it.
My league one would be a goalkeeper. It's gonna feel so bad saying this here because one of my boys is the goalkeeper.
Whisper it to me, I'll say it.
He said, whisper.
So Mateus Degra was my goalkeeper at AEL.
Yeah.
And he was unbelievable. My right back in the league that I've played with.
Or against.
Yeah, or against. Yeah, yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go right back. John Pansil played with him in Ghana.
Oh, sheesh, yeah. He's got an academy out there as well. And then you got a left back.
Let's just go Ben Thatcher.
All
Ben
right.
Thatcher, it's not
Ben
bad though.
Thatcher.
I don't know who he is.
Throw him in there.
Ben Thatcher. We'll go Ben Thatcher. All right, Edwin 1 and John Fortune.
Okay.
John Fortune.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm going to go holding midfielder. I'm going to go Raul Meireles. Yeah? Raul Meireles.
Where's he from?
Portugal, obviously. Yeah, Raul Meireles. I'll go Raul Meireles. In front of him, I have to say Valbuena, innit? No, scrap that. Oh my God.
Oh.
Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go
Rewind.
back. Let's go back. Who did I say holding midfielder?
Rum.
Raul Meireles.
Nah, forget that. Forget that. Holding midfielder, Michael Essien. What am I doing? Yeah.
But you said,
played with him at
yeah, but he said you said the best player you've ever played was Meireles. So
Against.
you forgot Essien.
No. Meireles is going to make it.
He's going to tuck
Okay.
him.
Essien holding.
CDM,
Yeah.
Meireles, CM,
Meireles,
and
And then
Valbuena.
Valbuena.
That's a
That's a mad midfield.
That's a dream team midfield.
That's like a world 11
That's
midfield.
Yeah, that's mad.
mental.
Wide left, Suleiman Tari. Wide right. Oh, this is hard because this is a madness, yeah. Because both of them are cold.
Is it? So watch this. 5, 4, 3,
He don't even play wide right.
2, 1.
Jerome Thomas.
Jerome Thomas.
But Lloyd Sam's gonna kill me. I'm sorry, Lloydie, but Jerome Thomas.
Yeah.
And up front,
No, Lloydie's the one that injured you anyway.
Darren Bent.
Is it?
Yeah.
Over Hasselbank?
Over Hasselbank.
Darren
What's
Bent.
the edge? What
Darren
edge is
Bent.
it?
Hasselbank, because of the age that I played with him.
Okay.
If it was a Hasselbank Chelsea Leeds,
okay.
Hasselbank.
Yeah.
Fair
But
enough.
I watched Darren Bent and yeah, Darren Bent was a madness. Yeah. Darren Bent.
So Darren Bent over Hasselbank.
Merely
Unpopular
simply
opinion.
because of age.
And then we're on to the non-league.
This is mad.
It's going to be harder, this, isn't it?
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay, so in goal, Joe, right?
Definitely.
Oh, so
Yeah,
he's flying through this.
Yeah.
That was the Hornchurch keeper, innit?
Yes.
Right
He's going to go
back,
the whole Hornchurch team that won the final.
No, I don't think so.
right back,
Basically.
right back, Mickey Parcell.
Hornchurch?
Yep.
There it is.
Okay, left back. I'm going to put Reece Butler, Chatham. Even though he's a centre back, but left
He
footed.
can play there.
Yeah,
He can
yeah.
play
Okay.
there. Billericay centre backs. Marvel Ekpeta.
He's good. I like him.
Marv Ekpeta.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Ekpeta. Yeah, Marv. Jake Elliott.
Jake, where's he?
He's at Horsham now.
Horsham
Which one's
now,
that?
yeah.
Yeah. Light skin one. Played left centre back. But it was at Lewis last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holding midfielder, I would say Lewis Spence. Just in front of Lewis Spence, Craig Eastman.
What a player.
Sutton.
Yeah.
Wasn't he the one that was at Arsenal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Craig Eastman. Just in front of him in the 10, Charlie Ruff. Out wide left, Jamie Ealer. Right.
Hola.
Oh my gosh.
What about
I like
Nash?
you. That was good.
Nash, Newman.
Keep throwing the names out there.
So is Jamie?
It's either one of them two. It's one of them two.
Can't one of them play other sides?
No.
Yeeler's got to play left. Yeeler's left. Right.
It has to be Liam Nash.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Liam Nash gets me goals. Liam Nash. It's
has
Nash.
to be him.
It has to be Liam Nash. And then up front will be interesting because Ruffy's in the hot. Up front me.
Yes.
Up front
I like
me.
that still.
I love that.
You know, I was going to say aside from yourself, but we'll leave it as that.
Up front me.
No, we'll leave it as that.
That you.
Nah, you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having you. Get down there.
Dickson.
As always, we're going to end this podcast with the 10 quickfire questions.
Which Bournemouth player scored a hat-trick in the 4-1 demolition over Newcastle?
We start light, innit, right? Just get us.
Right.
Oh my God.
No, you must know, man.
You must know.
Tall striker.
Turn your screen. 1 point for everyone.
Okay,
You
cool.
shouldn't have said it. When he's thinking,
Oh,
let him
so it's
think
like
in
that.
silence.
Okay, cool. So everyone just.
Oh,
write
my
one
head
name.
wasn't there, bro.
Dele Alli has recently signed an 18-month deal, but with
He'll know.
which Italian team?
Obviously, I don't know how to spell the name. Is this fine?
Let me see.
Is that fine?
That's it. It's so funny.
Is that fine? You know what I mean? innit? No, I'm asking, is that fine?
I'll tell you if it's fine. I've wrote it already. Look, I've already wrote.
Okay.
I'm not going
I
to
know
try.
that he's training.
5.
Neither do I'm guessing.
And turn your screens.
Who have you put?
Empoli.
That's Empoli, you know. Fabregas.
Como Fabregas.
Como
Yeah,
still.
Como.
Can you name me one player who has played for both West Ham and Aston Villa?
Currently there still now.
No.
Oh, please tell me. Who you going?
Parker.
Who?
Parker.
Parker. What Parker?
Heskey.
No. It was so the list was Stuart Downing,
Downing.
Cole,
Joe Cole.
Oh, that was the obvious. Not
Yeah.
obvious, but that was the.
and David James.
I was never gonna get that.
Bobby Keane, but
Marlon Hare.
Man said some guy who disrespected Marlon
Marlon
Hare.
Hare was. Oh yeah, he was a
You know?
Villa, innit? Jesus.
Whoa.
Hey, sorry.
Some
Hey,
guy.
Mazza, my bad. I should have known that still.
How many appearances did he make for Eric Ten Hag under the 2.5 seasons that he had in
So we're saying
Barcelona?
appearances.
Yes.
Is that bench?
And, yeah, 4 appearances and bench. So
I don't think mine's too much.
10
Appearance in cups. Just
No,
appearances.
just Prem.
Just Prem.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, I might be a bit too far on this one.
and Tony Springs. To this point, it was 25.
I was, yeah, it was
25?
It was. What did you
Oh, no,
put?
24.
What
did you put?
4.
I put 3.
So Champions League is back this week with the last 2 group games. But which British team has the fewest points in the league?
That's really mad.
And Tony Awards.
Man City.
Nancy.
City.
No. Can you name the 5
Club.
teams
That owned by British
owned by
owners.
British owners?
By
the
British
Premier
owners.
League. Okay.
We need more than 30 seconds for this one.
Yeah, the guest asked. Yeah, when I asked.
I was just thinking all the teams that
How
are
did I not
kind
get
of
top?
low.
Tottenham was the easiest
Down.
one, really, in hindsight.
I'm surprised Southampton.
Who is older? Edin Dzeko, Luis Suarez, or Diego Costa?
Are you changing it?
No,
Alright, Philip.
you're wrong.
And Tony Awards.
Suarez.
It's me and
Dzeko.
Told you.
Dzeko's
What?
38.
I
You know-
wrote Suarez
How old
first.
Suarez?
You know I never.
37.
You know I never
37,
lose that.
37.
Oh my god.
There is only one striker in Premier League history to have played over 500 games and is also in the top 10 all-time appearance makers in the Premier League.
One striker.
One striker. Who is this player?
He's the only striker to hit 500 mark.
Over 500, yeah.
Any all time.
Premier League.
I feel like I do know it. I've written someone down, but if he's got less than this, I'll be fuming because my man played till my age.
I don't know who it is.
And Tony Awards.
Oh, Crouch.
Teddy Sheringham.
Teddy Sheringham, great one.
Emil Heskey.
What?
I was gonna put Heskey. You know, I was gonna put Heskey.
right.
So how many Sheringham? How many Sheringham got?
Six,
Man was
though,
at Portsmouth.
And he's
West Ham.
played it
I don't
nearly
think he even played in the
every
chat. Did he play in the chat?
game.
No,
Is it because it weren't in the Premier League?
418.
Imagine.
Close, but no cigar.
Still loads.
Imagine.
Heskey, you know, and I just put him earlier.
Isn't it?
Question 9. Who am I?
That's it. Well done.
Why though? Why? Why can you never? No, we don't.
Question 9.
I'm a former striker who retired in 2021 after an 18-year career. I have played in Italy, France, and England, and I have more than 170 goals in my career.
Italy.
What's the
France-
first one again?
Italy, France, and England.
Yeah.
What's the first one again?
I'm a former striker who retired in 2021 after 18-year football career.
18 years.
I broke Sunderland's transfer record
Fucking
in
hell.
2010, and they signed me for £13 million from Rennes. But I was a one-season wonder. At Sunderland, I became a cult hero for my dancing goal celebration. I was a real.
Yeah. I was already writing it. I'm saying. I was already writing it. It's Asamoah Jan. It's Asamoah.
But that was me.
Yeah, nah, he's got it. He got it.
Who?
Asamoah Gyan.
Nah, he got
No,
it.
no,
He
no.
got it. Yes, he got it.
Asamoah Gyan.
No, he got it.
No, be honest, right?
And what is this?
Bruv.
See you.
Gian, bro.
What's
Don't
that?
act-
Cyril?
Don't act stupid. Don't act stupid.
What does that say?
Saigon.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought
No,
Thank you, bro. It was me. It was me. I promise you.
Asamoah. I put Asamoah, fam.
That's what it
it
is.
I put Asa. That's my dog. So I'm saying. My
I'll be
goddamn
honest,
brother.
I thought it was.
I put
I
Asa.
promise you. I'll tell you.
I thought it was. I'll be
We
honest.
speak like.
So is that 3 against 2? I'm so confused.
3. I'm gonna scroll down, yeah? And you don't need the pause.
Okay.
You don't need the
Oh.
pause. 3, 2, 1, go.
Not the forest.
Oh, it was the anal that got me. Oh, got all that anal.
Okay, we're gonna have to do one more.
Okay.
Come on.
So now he
Chrissy
gets the next
Wood.
one. Wait, so now he gets
Chrissy
the next one. He
Wood.
draws.
What are you on 5? We need, well, one of us need to win a point
one-
basically,
one
or if he wins again, we've got another
Okay,
one. We've got to
yeah,
play another
yeah,
one. Alright, let's go. This is quick fire. Let's go.
Go then.
AC Milan.
3,
Oh, you got it.
go.
Bayern Munich.
Centre back and left back.
So that's 1 point. Let's go to another one.
No, that's 2 points. I'm one in it. I'm a point, bro.
1 point.
Was that 2 points?
Double point. You just
Not
double
everyone
bubble.
agreed,
I'm
not
one.
everyone
We said yeah.
You agreed.
No, we didn't.
We all
I didn't.
agreed.
Bro, we
I
all
suggested
agreed,
it.
bro.
He suggested it. We spoke about it.
We
No,
all agreed,
No.
bro.
Did you
Come
agree?
on.
I never agreed.
I didn't agree. Did you agree?
I never agreed.
I suggested
Wow, so what?
666.
it. Winner takes all.
Winner takes all, yeah?
Childish.
These are the moments
I've
you live
already
for,
won
Nico. These are your moments.
Performance time.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Barcelona.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Barcelona.
Bow.
It's too easy.
Bow, bow, bow,
too
bow,
easy,
bow.
Barcelona.
Lewandowski up.
That was
Bow.
easy.
You know why you should-
Wow, 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 wow.
You won,
That
but
was
you know,
too easy,
Oh,
man.
hey,
damn.
looking back at it, do you know why you should have done Prem? It's more mixy.
3, 2, 1.
What's
What's
that?
up?
That's me.
He didn't finish it. He didn't finish it though.
I said, what's that?
I'm on my favourite losers. Spin that wheel.
When I see that Ghana flag, I can only be one person.
Ghana, he's done a lot of Ghana today.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I told you he's not locking in. I can't even see. Normally I can.
That's one of them in between ones.
In between what and what?
Public opinion next lap. Next lap.
It's next lap.
Everyone gets a slapping, by the way, just to let you know. Bro, where you going?
He's zooming in.
Bring your neck around. Go on. Nah, go on.
Oh, he's actually going to really... Wow.
Are you firm that though?
That is
You
harsh.
firm that. Put your neck down, bro.
I wouldn't do that to you.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh!
I wouldn't do that to you.
That's not. I know what.
On the same spot as well.
Are you getting this? Right.
Yours was worse than mine.
No, mine was
Yours
bad.
was the worst.
Mine's loud. It's not hard.
You know what I hope you land on next lap?
You didn't even slap him.
He looked after me because I got battered by these two.
Nah,
bro.
to be real.
No, yours was hard, but his was humongous.
Mine is more cupped loud.
No, his. Yeah, yours was mental. No, I'm telling. I felt it. Wait, I got slapped here. So I'm telling you.
I can
his
see
was
your fingerprints on his
Yeah,
neck.
yours was mental.
Okay, cool. I hope I get next time. You can get me back.
Oh, yeah.
Nah.
Oh.
Pay for food.
Okay, cool.
Today. And it's what? Mr.com. You're fresh. Playmakers. You know what time it is. Don't miss a drop. Yeah, it's goals never done. Mr.com says goals never done. I'm on the ball, it's goals never done. When I'm on the ball, it's goals never done. Says shut your mouth, I said goals never done. You know me, I said goals never done. Mr.com says goals never done. Yeah, I said goals never done. I said if you want some, you can get some. It's goals never done. It's goals never done. If you want some, you can get some. It's goals never done. It's goals never done. When I'm on the ball, it's goals never done. When I'm on the ball, it's goals never done. You can't see me, it's goals never done. Come on now, I said goals never done.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard too. That's hard. That's hard. That's hard.
We got an intro.
Yeah, sick.
My neck is
Let me
burning.
take a picture of that feet.